I won't start this story with once upon a time, because if I did, people might think it was a fairy tale, and it isn't. We had just moved. My father had finally gotten a job at a factory in this big city. We lived in a little old room in Mrs. Jennings' boarding house. One day, my dad brought a comic book home for me. At first, I didn't even know what it was. It was a Heroman comic. Heroman was the greatest hero alive. There was nothing that could harm him. He was invincible. He could lift huge rocks, and he could fly and save the world. And all that fit into 25 colorful pages. Straight after breakfast, Heroman saves the daring reporter Sarah Summers from the clutches of kidnappers. In the afternoon, he flies to the planet Suprema. And in the evening, he encounters Zing, the lord of all evil. Even at night, Heroman was always there when he was needed. Of course, I never wanted to get up in the morning, but on that point, my dad was strict. He made sure that I got to school on time, especially because he could take me along on his way to the factory. I always got back home as quickly as possible so that I could be alone with Heroman again. But one day, I suddenly stopped getting Heroman comics. I was terribly angry. What would I miss? Would Heroman finally kiss Sarah Summers? Would the Martians come back? Would a terrible earthquake destroy the whole city? Or would he finally defeat Zing? But one day, out of the blue, Mrs. Jennings brought me a Heroman comic. I was so excited I forgot everything else. I was with Heroman again, who was fighting an extraterrestrial monster from Venus that wanted to destroy the whole city. But I knew Heroman would win. Heroman could never be defeated. Until they fetched me into the room. Of course, Heroman won against the extraterrestrial monster from Venus, but somehow it wasn't important anymore. In the orphanage, I realized that someone else had won the fight. And today, I know what I owe him.
Up and down, the ways in our life. Up and down, the place in my mind. Up and down, the feelings I got. Up and down, the things to give blood. Yeah, to give blood. When the sun goes down